Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely pleased to finally be able to make a really positive video on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 because the Season 5 roadmap has came out as well as the blog post, and there's a lot of awesome content coming within Season 5 of Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. Of course, this doesn't change the, tons of issues that the multiplayer has. They're not fixing any major mechanics within the game. At this point in the life cycle, I don't think any of that is coming. But when it comes to just pure content, I think this is some of the best content we've gotten in an update since, I want to say, probably Season 5 of Vanguard, to be honest. I don't think any other season of Modern Warfare 2 has had this level of content and this amount of things that I'm genuinely excited for and looking forward to. So let's start off with the maps. There's a total of 3 6v6 maps coming within Modern Warfare 2 Season 5. There's 2 at launch and then 1 that's going to come mid-season. And then there's also 2 gunfight maps. So for the 6v6 maps, we have Punta Mar, which this is just a normal 6v6 map, and the description of the map reads, "Get ready to infiltrate a brand new map from Infinity Ward. Punta Mar is a recently evacuated tourist attraction in Las Almas." So, which, of course, we know Las Almas is going to be the Warzone map in Modern Warfare 2, apparently, or Modern Warfare 3. So it's going to be a part of that map, but we haven't seen that map fully yet, so this is going to be completely new for us as players. And it's really cool. It's this beautiful town overlooking some South American beach. And based on the description, it seems like it's going to be maybe a smaller map gearing basically towards all playstyles. It looks pretty cool. The couple screenshots we've seen of it, we saw some in the trailer. People thought it was Favela, but it is not Favela. It is just on the Las Almas map, and it is a brand new map. It is not a remake of a prior map. So this thing looks pretty cool, and this is coming at launch. And we also have Strike coming at launch, which is of course a map from Call of Duty 4 that is being remastered into this game, which is really cool. It's a solid map. I never thought it was one of the better maps in COD 4, but it's okay. I'm okay with it, certainly. And then the other map we have for 6v6, which is coming mid-season, is called DRC Zone 1. And this map actually is part of the Building 21 area in DMZ. I personally have never played it, but according to the description, it does come from there. So it's not completely original, but of course it's original to 6v6 multiplayer. Therefore, I'm still going to count it as a new map regardless. It's described as a small size map focused on fast-paced combat, which that sounds incredible to me. That is exactly the type of stuff I want. And after Vondel Waterfront being actually a very good 6v6 map, I'm kind of hopeful that these 6v6 maps going forward might actually be quite good. And then for gunfight, we have Lounge and Canal. Lounge looks like it's ripped out of a campaign mission, I think. I'm not 100% sure, maybe not. And Canal is from Vondel, so yeah. Not too interested in the gunfight stuff, but still, a lot of multiplayer maps there. I mean, 3 6v6 maps is a decent amount. I would say that's the best amount to do. Obviously, I want even more than that, but 3 is totally fine, especially if only one of them is a remaster and the other 2 are new. Even if it's technically not new, it's taken from another part of the game, it still is new to me, at least to multiplayer. So I'm still going to give credit where credit is due. That's obviously a lot better than what we had in some prior seasons of Modern Warfare 2. So now let's talk about some of the modes. And the only reason I'm interested in talking about the modes is because one of them sounds really damn fun. The other 2 are just big capture the flag and gunfight variants. Not really too interested in that there, but if you are interested, you can take a look at the blog post and see what those modes are all about. But when it comes to this other mode called Havoc, this thing actually sounds amazing. So let's read the description for this mode called Havoc. So it is inspired by classic arena shooter gameplay, and it is then further enhanced with the injection of a random selection of frenzy-inducing modifiers. Infinity Ward specifically designed this as a rogue-like mode where each time a game is played, you receive enhancement modifiers that changes the gameplay in new and interesting ways. Don't expect 2 games of Havoc to play out identically, but do expect a whole lot of fast-paced combat with the emphasis on entertaining takedowns. That in and of itself sounds amazing, but then they actually go in depth in explaining what this mode is like. So the match starts in a similar manner to Team Deathmatch. However, you should forget about perk packages, kill streaks, or field upgrades. They don't exist in Havoc. Instead, prepare to embrace the match-changing modifiers. Once the squad is the first to reach a multiple of 12 kills, so either 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60, that's, you have to reach those certain amounts, The game adds a new modifier each time those are reached for both teams from a pool of 14 available modifiers. 14, that's a lot of modifiers. And here's an example of a few of them. One of them is called Ammo Feeder, where it auto reloads a weapon from stock ammo upon elimination. There's Boots Off the Ground, which gives you moon gravity, which we did see moon gravity in Warzone 2 for April 1st, so I'm assuming it's going to be a similar mechanic to that. There's a Flame Shot, which flame tip crossbows and Molotovs only. All loadouts change immediately to this modifier's activation. There's Hero Landing. Landing from a big drop causes a frag grenade-like explosion around you, which that sounds really cool. Perspective Shift, everyone shifts to third-person camera view. So pretty much these just keep happening, and the modifiers stack as the match progresses. So by the end of the match, you could have a third-person moon gravity, Hero Landing enabled auto reloading, flame-tipped crossbow, and Molotovs only deathmatch. This sounds incredibly fun and is actually quite creative, and this is the type of modes I feel like they need to add more of, because this keeps the game hella fresh. So I'm very excited to play this. It's definitely not like any other typical mode. This is definitely a party mode, and I'm looking forward to that. And as for the new weapons, I usually don't care that much about the new weapons because usually they're not that different than existing weapons in the game, so I'm usually like, whatever. You know, back in the day when they added new guns, I was always freaking out, especially if it was a Call of Duty I really liked. I mean, when they added new guns to like Black Ops 3, I was like freaking out. Even if they were in supply drops, I still freaked out when they added really cool guns to that game. And then even moving on to like Black Ops 4, Infinite Warfare, you know, I always got really excited for new guns, but I felt like, especially with this Call of Duty, the guns just aren't unique enough. They add so many DLC guns, so I just don't really get excited for them as much as I used to. And also, of course, I don't really enjoy the game as much as some of these other Call of Duties. But just looking at the Battle Pass guns here, they actually look quite unique. So first of all, we have the FR Advancer, or Advancer. There's no D, so it's not Advancer, but it's kind of spelt like that. Advancer? I don't know. Whatever. It's basically a FAMAS, though. It looks just like the FAMAS, looks like a Black Ops 1 FAMAS. And that's really exciting because there is no FAMAS currently in this game, so that is very different than other weapons in the game already. There's also a sniper rifle called the Karok 300, which is just a normal sniper rifle. I mean, it might be good, it might be bad, I don't know. I'm not that interested in this. But then we also have the M13C, which is coming in season, and it's basically a smaller version of an M13. And there's a new handgun, and then the SMG is another new SMG. It does not showing you which SMG it is. I don't know if it's a placeholder or it could be the MP5 SD, which is what it looks like in the placeholder, which that might be what it actually is. And that's actually really exciting. So I'm looking forward to all of that stuff there. That looks really cool. And another new map they're actually adding, which is really damn cool. It's not really a new map, but they are adding a new Resurgence map to Resurgence, but it's actually just a specific area from Al Mazrah that they are putting into Resurgence, and it's called Fort Resurgence. And it's basically the Al Bagra Fortress area, that whole area of Al Mazrah, that like little island, and they're just turning that into a Resurgence map. Now, I think that's actually a really cool idea because I much prefer Resurgence over the other modes, but now having Vondel, Ashika Island, and Fort to kind of like rotate between, that's really smart. I think they should honestly do that to more areas of Al Mazrah. Just give us as many Resurgence map as possible so we never get bored. Even go as far as let us choose specifically which ones we want to play whenever we want to play them. I want to see as many as we can, and maybe not too many because then it might be really hard to get the ones you want to play on, but you know, add a couple of them. That's awesome. I'm really happy they're doing this. I think that's really cool. The only other thing in Warzone within this update that looks that exciting to me is, of course, the Call of Duty 2023 reveal event, which is happening in season, so it is not happening on the first day of the event, which is kind of surprising, honestly. For some reason, I was expecting it to happen within like the first week of the event, but it says in season, so I don't know if that's going to be for the Reloaded update, which will probably be towards the end of August, or whenever it's going to be, not too sure. But I'm really looking forward to that reveal event. Obviously, the reveal events in the past have all been really fun, so hopefully it is just as fun as it was before for Warzone this time around. And that's pretty much all the thoughts I have. Obviously, there's a bunch of skins and such. They have a skin that's basically the one FTL character from Infinite Warfare, basically just turned into a Black Cell skin. I mean, it looks pretty cool. You have a lot of Battle Pass characters, Graves, Oz, Mila, couple others, and then there's also some new bundles like Snoop Dogg, Nicki Minaj, and 21 Savage. Don't really have much of an opinion on skins. To me, skins are just kind of like an extra thing that, like, if you want to buy it, sure, go buy it. If you don't, you don't. I think it's cool to see crossover stuff, like obviously the whole boys thing was cool, but I just wish there was a free way to earn these things, because they're not as exciting as they would be if there was actually free ways to grind for it. But let me know your guys' thoughts of this update down in the comment section down below. Obviously, this doesn't fix the game. If you don't enjoy how this game plays, this is not going to suddenly turn this game into a masterpiece for you, which is probably not going to happen for me. I'm still going to not really enjoy this multiplayer all that much, but it's just more content to play, and if you at least have some level of enjoyment within it, then it's better than nothing, right? I'm definitely going to give credit where credit is due here. For those who do really enjoy this multiplayer, this is definitely a solid update. There's a lot of stuff to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays on August 2nd, which I might not be able to play it because I'm actually going on vacation around that time, but we'll see, because I'm actually leaving that day. I'm just not sure how much time I'll actually have to play it, if I have any time. So I'll keep you guys updated. I will see you on my next one. Peace out.